First Officer's Log, June 3rd, 2016. Hey everybody, so we just got the trailer the other day for the Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Cut, which is going to be half an hour long. It's going to be a 3-hour movie, despite Snyder shooting a 4-hour movie. It's going to put in a whole bunch of stuff, apparently, that's going to fix plot and story issues and such. Essentially, after Batman vs. Superman came out, or a little bit before, there was all the speculation over an actress's character that a lot of people thought was going to be Barbara Gordon. And we see a little bit of her in this trailer. We see some extra stuff here where it seems like Clark Kent is very actively searching and trying to investigate the Batman. There's some stuff here and there that adds to both Alfred and Bruce's relationship. There might be, because there's a scene in Batman vs. Superman where Batman steals the kryptonite from Lex's factory, and there may be some indication as to the Ultimate Cut having that scene put back in as opposed to just seeing him on security cam footage and looking at the Batarang. And it's supposed to be more of a bridging the gaps in the story, inserting more scenes that help the movie flow better. From what I understand from interviews and such, the cinematographer came out and said that if you didn't like Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Cut's not going to change your mind. And from what I understand from researching various websites that are very pro-Batman vs. Superman, for people that really like this movie, the way that this cut is operating is that it's there to bring things in the movie that are already there more to the forefront. It's supposed to be like just... it's supposed to just be like pulling parts of it out and saying that this was implied here, but here we make it explicit, that kind of thing. And here's the thing. Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice is not the worst superhero film ever made. It is the superhero film I hate the most. So the theatrical cut for Batman vs. Superman is a thing that I just detest. And that being said, I am completely open to the idea of watching the Ultimate Cut and thinking it's amazing. I am completely open to the idea of having a cut of this movie that was just left for whatever reason that makes it into something brilliant. When I sit down and watch this Ultimate Cut, I am completely open to it changing my mind, and I'm going to come in with no expectations whatsoever, as if I hadn't even seen Batman vs. Superman, and I'll try to treat that movie as if it's the movie for the first time. So I'm completely open to this. However, there were lots of things in Batman vs. Superman just there inherently that I don't know you could fix with just more footage. There were lots of thematic stuff and character stuff and things in scene that I think are going to be problems regardless of context. And that's my worry, is watching this Ultimate Cut. In the worst possible scenario is that it's a better movie with still gaping inherent flaws. That is the worst possible scenario for me, because it would just sadden me to think that this was doomed from the onset. And I would really want this Ultimate Cut to be more of a transformative experience like Daredevil the Director's Cut is. I don't want it to be the Rogue Cut either, which I watched recently, which is a movie that's good, but you completely understand why all that stuff was cut, and it's not really necessary. I don't want it to be the Rogue Cut. I don't want it to be this is extra stuff that is just extra. I don't want it to be that in-between place where it's better but still really flawed. I want it to be more along the Daredevil Director's Cut line, because there's a lot of things in that movie that just personally bother me quite a bit, and things that are inherently part of the narrative that I don't think work at all, that I want the Ultimate Cut to go back and fix. On Twitter, someone brought up the idea that maybe the ending of the film was different, and that it isn't just Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent's mother having the same name that brings them together. There is a different scene, and that's possible. And if it is possible, I want that to be the case. There's just a lot of stuff here that we can speculate on that deals with the flow of this movie, with Clark Kent investigating more, with the more governmental side of things, with Lex Luthor's side of things, and with Batman side of things that should make the movie feel more coherent, but it might not make it better. Jesse Eisenberg's been talking a lot about his role, and he's been backtracking a lot. He's been talking about how Lex Luthor's supposed to be really relatable, and then he's talking about Lex Luthor's supposed to just be a guy that has lost his mind after something he came into contact with. It's a lot of him just kind of dodging or not maybe understanding what the script needed of him. Jeremy Irons has famously now come out and said that the movie deserved its negative reviews, and he called the movie very muddled. Reportedly, Ben Affleck's really unhappy with Batman vs. Superman. And it seems like a lot of the things people are reacting to as far as from the production standpoint goes are saying that the Ultimate Cut is not a better movie. The Ultimate Cut is just more of this movie. And I'm inclined just from this trailer to believe that, but I am hoping against hope that it is not that. I am hoping against hope that it is something better. So we'll see. I read an interview with Chris Terrio where he talks about his ideas, and what he's describing and what the movie is are completely different. So if even a percentage of what he talked about in interviews as what he thinks this movie is actually about is actually in the Ultimate Cut, I'll be happy. But it's very confusing at this point. I really don't know what to expect here, and I just want it to get better. I'm really hoping for it to get better. So I will buy this the day it comes out and watch it and see what I think with a fresh perspective. But I don't know. It's kind of up in the air right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, whether you agree or disagree with anything I said. What is your expectation for this Ultimate Cut? Whether or not you liked the movie originally, things you think it can improve on, some speculation as to what may be going on with some of the extra footage we're seeing here. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.